students, chapter 6 electromagnetic induction, last theory of this chapter and the most important theory, AC generator. Yes, you know what generator, what is generator? That produces electricity. Okay, now what is meaning of AC? AC means alternating current. Now what is meaning of alternating? Yes, you know that to alternate means to change. But how? How change? Okay, so AC generator. What is AC generator? That we will study in detail. Okay, see here. AC generator, there are parts. Okay, first of all, what is principle, then what is working, what is construction, what is equation, what is graph. We will see one by one. First of all, principle of AC generator. It is based on electromagnetic induction. Its principle is electromagnetic induction. Okay, so yes, what is principle? Principle is electromagnetic induction. Okay, that due to change in flux linked with coil, EMF is induced and therefore current is generated. Current is generated, and as current is generated, it is called generator. Okay, so yes, principle of AC generator is electromagnetic induction, that is due to change in flux linked with coil, EMF is induced and current is generated. Okay, now what is construction? What is construction? See, construction. Here it is. Okay, in generator there are two strong magnetic poles. There are two strong magnetic poles like this. There are two strong magnetic poles. Like it is North Pole and here it is South Pole. Here it is South Pole. Okay, so due to this North and South Pole, uniform magnetic field is produced. Uniform magnetic field is produced in this region. Clear about this? Okay. Now in this region, one coil. Now in this region, one coil is placed. One coil is placed such that its axis of rotation is normal to magnetic field. Clear about this? Yes, it is one coil. It is one coil. This coil, yes, it is one coil. And this coil is rotated by some external means, by some external force. Now how this coil is rotated by some external means, by some external force, I will explain in last. Okay, so yes, two magnetic poles. Due to that two magnetic poles, uniform magnetic field is produced. Okay, in this uniform magnetic field, one coil is placed which can rotate about this axis, and this axis is perpendicular to magnetic field. This axis is perpendicular to magnetic field. This coil is called armature. Okay, so yes, it is armature of, or yes, you can also say it is coil. You can say it is coil. Clear about this? So yes, it is construction of AC generator. Now, what is working of AC generator? See, in construction, this you have, yes, it is one end, it is second end. With this one end, one brush B1 is connected, and with this another brush B2, and these two brushes are connected with slip rings. These are slip rings. Okay, slip rings. Okay, with this one end, first slip ring B1, with this end another slip ring B2. They are connected. Clear about this? So it is construction of AC generator. Again, two strong magnetic poles to produce uniform magnetic field, one coil. Okay, it is its axis is always perpendicular. This coil is called armature coil. Okay, and yes, it is rotating, keeping always its axis perpendicular to magnetic field, keeping its axis always perpendicular to magnetic field. Okay, so yes, this coil rotates like this, okay. Now there are two slip rings V1 and V2. And yes, between these two ends, V1 and V2, EMF is induced. Now, how EMF is induced? See, as this coil is rotating, okay, we know that it is coil and coil has an area vector. So, as this coil is rotating, angle between area vector A and magnetic field B continuously changes. Yes or no? Because we know that flux phi is equal to it is total numbers of turns. If there are n, then it is n AB cos theta. Okay, so yes, flux changes when there is change in theta. So due to rotation of coil, angle between A and B changes. Okay, and therefore there is change in flux, and therefore EMF is induced. Between 2 points, between two slip rings, B1 and B2. Clear about this? So yes, it is working in short. Okay. Yes, about construction you have to write in detail from textbook. About this working you have to write from textbook in detail. Okay. So yes, this principle construction. Here it is working. And now we will see equations. See, equation of induced EMF. In generator. See, this coil is continuously rotating with angular frequency let omega, with angular speed omega. Let angular speed of coil is omega. Yes, angular speed of coil is omega. Let at time t, I am assuming particular time. Okay, let at time t area vector A makes angle theta with magnetic field B. Okay, at some instant this coil is continuously rotating, but at some instant, at time t, that area vector A makes angle theta with magnetic field B. So at time t, at this time t, okay, at time t, flux linked with coil. What is flux linked with coil? Phi is equal to, we know equation is NAB cos theta. Yes, it is NAB cos theta, and yes, I can also write, yes, it is angular speed, and if you know angular speed is equal to omega is equal to theta upon t, so theta is equal to, it is omega t. Yes or no? Angular speed is equal equal to angular displacement upon time. Angular speed is equal to angular displacement upon time. So theta is equal to it is omega t. Theta is equal to it is omega t. So here I can write this equation as phi is equal to NAB cos omega t. Clear about this? Now see, N, numbers of turns constant, A, area of coil constant, magnetic field B, uniform, then flux changes due to this time t. Because as time t changes, there is change in angle of cos, this whole function changes and flux changes. Clear? So there is change in flux due to change in angle. There is change in flux due to change in angle. And due to that EMF is induced. And due to that EMF is induced. So now how to find induced EMF? How to find induced EMF? That is according to Faraday's law. Okay, now according to Faraday's law, according to Faraday's law, EMF induced or induced EMF at time t, induced EMF at time t, E is equal to, yes, E is equal to this minus d phi upon A is equal to minus d upon D. What is value of phi? It is NAB cos omega t. It is NAB cos omega t. Yes or no? Yes it is. Yes it is. So therefore EMF E is equal to minus and numbers of turns constant, A, area vector constant, magnetic field B, uniform. It is d upon dt of cos omega t. And you know what is differentiation of cos? Differentiation of cos is minus sine. So therefore E is equal to, it is minus NAB. Now it is minus sine omega t. And yes, you have to again differentiate this term. And if you differentiate this term, that is d upon dt omega. Clear about this? Clear about this? Okay, so yes, here it is. Yes, here it is. E is equal to minus NAB d upon dt of cos omega t. And AB as it is. Differentiation of cos is minus sign. Differentiation of cos is minus sign. And as it is additional term, you have to differentiate it again. So yes, therefore EMF is equal to minus NAB. Here it is minus sine omega t. What is differentiation of omega t with respect to t? It is only omega. So now I can write this equation as t is equal to minus plus NAB. I can write this omega here is sine omega t. Or E is equal to, it is NAB omega sine theta. So yes, it is equation of induced EMF at time t. It is equation of flux linked with coil at time t. Clear about this? Now we have to understand meaning of this equation. We have to understand meaning of this equation. E is equal to NAB omega sine theta. Means this EMF is function of sine. Means this EMF is function of sine. And sine function, its value is between plus 1 and minus 1. Plus 1 and minus 1. So obviously this EMF is between, it is NABW plus or minus NABW. Okay, so when sine theta is equal to plus or minus 1, sine theta is equal to plus or minus 1, at that time E is equal to plus or minus NAB omega, and it is called its maximum value. It is called its maximum value because sine theta is equal to plus or minus 1. Okay, it is limit, yes or no, range. So E is equal to plus or minus NAB omega. So I can write it is plus or minus, here it is. Clear about this? So now how to write this equation? I can write this equation as that for E is equal to E0 sine omega t or is equal to E0 sine E0 sine. Clear about this? Okay, now we will see what is meaning of this equation. Okay, see, phi is equal to NAB cos omega t, or I can write is equal to it is NAB cos theta. Here it is EMF induced E is equal to NAB omega sin omega t, or I can write NAB omega sin theta, or I can write E0 sin theta. Clear about this? Now, as value of sine function lies between plus or minus 1, so therefore value of EMF also lies between plus or minus E0. Okay, here value of sine function, it lies between plus 1 and minus 1, so therefore value of induced EMF also lies between plus E0 and minus E0. Okay, and how it varies between plus E0 and minus E0, that we will see. See from this equation, E is equal to E0 sin theta. E is equal to E0 sin theta. What is theta? Theta is angle between. Theta is angle between A and B. Theta is angle between A and B. Then see how to draw graph. Take care. Here it is. Let it is uniform magnetic field. It is uniform magnetic field in this direction. Let it is uniform magnetic field in this direction. Okay? Okay? Yes. Initially, let coil is placed like this, such that its area vector is in this direction. It is in this direction. When theta is equal to, it is 0, because A and B, they are in same direction. A and B, they are in same direction. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is coil, and coil is such that area vector is in direction of magnetic field. So theta is equal to 0. And if theta is equal to 0, then how to write? See, I can also write this equation as phi 0 cos theta. Phi 0 cos theta. Okay, phi 0 cos theta. Clear about this? Hello? Okay. Now, when theta is equal to 0, in equation of flux, if you put value phi 0 cos 0, then phi is equal to, here it is phi 0. Yes or no? Because cos 0 is equal to 1. And when theta is equal to 0, what is induced EMF? What is induced EMF? Induced EMF sin 0 is equal to 0. So here it is 0. Okay? From which equation you have to write this phi and 0? This one, phi 0 cos theta and E 0 sin theta. Okay? Now, let this coil is rotated by 90 degrees. Now let this coil is rotated by 90 degrees. So let area vector, it is in this direction. Okay, so now what is angle between A and B? That it is 90 degree. That it is 90 degree. So when area is 90 degree, what is flux length? What is flux? So when flux, equation of flux, phi 0 cos theta, when theta is equal to 90, flux is 0. But when theta is equal to 90, what is EMF? E0 sin theta, sin 90, 1. So here it is E is equal to E0. Here it is E is equal to E0. Clear about this? Clear about this? Okay. Now again it is rotated by another 90 degree. It is rotated by another 90 degree. So now area vector is in this direction. So what is angle between area vector and magnetic field? Theta is equal to, it is 180 degree. Theta is equal to 180 degree. So phi is equal to, chalo, cos 180 minus 1, so phi is equal to, it is minus phi 0. Sin 180 is 0, so EMF induced is 0. Clear about this? Okay, now again it is rotated by another 90 degree. Again it is rotated by another 90 degree. So area vector, it is in downward direction. Yes or no? So angle 0, 90, 180. Now here theta is equal to, it is 270. Here now theta is equal to, it is 270. So yes, what is phi is equal to? Yes, phi cos 270, it is 0. Cos 270 is 0. So yes, here it is 0. Yes or no? Here it is 0. And what about EMF? EMF sin 270, its value is minus 1. So here it is minus E0. Here it is minus E0. Clear about this? Okay. Now last case, that is if coil is rotated by 360 degree. Okay. Means again in this situation, area vector, it is one complete rotation of coil. Yes or no? It is one complete rotation of coil. Okay, now when angle theta is equal to, it is 360 degree, then it is similar to this original condition. Okay, phi is equal to, here it is phi 0 and EMF induced is 0. EMF induced is 0. Clear about this? So yes, it is figure, calculation, and now I will draw graph. Now I will draw graph of induced EMS versus time, or you can say theta. Okay, here it is E and here it is let theta. Theta is equal to, it is omega. Theta is equal to, it is omega t. Okay, yes. Here it is angle 0. Let here angle is 90, 180, 270, 360. Here angle is 90, 180, 270, and here it is 360. Okay. So now how to draw graph? When angle theta is equal to 0, EMF is 0. So yes, it is point. When angle theta is equal to 90, EMF is E0, means it is plus. So here let it is E0. Let here it is E0. Okay. When angle theta is equal to 180, EMF is again 0. EMF is again 0. When angle theta is equal to 270, EMF is equal to minus E0. So let here it is minus E0. And when angle is 360 degree, EMF is again 0. EMF is again 0. And now if you draw this graph, you will get shape like this. You will get shape like this. You will get shape like this. Okay, so yes, it is graph of EMF versus time. It is graph of EMF versus time. Induced EMF versus time. And see, from this graph you can see clearly. Okay, during this period, EMF is positive, but during this period, EMF is negative. Clear about this? So yes, from this how to write. Okay, from this we can say, okay, here EMF changes periodically. Okay, EMF changes periodically. Periodically means after half cycle, its direction changes. Okay, after half rotation, sign of EMF changes. It means what? It means polarity of induced EMF. Changes. How polarity of induced EMF changes? See, we know that EMF is induced between two slip rings, B1 and B2. Yes or no? EMF is induced between two slip rings, B1 and B2. Suppose during first half cycle, B1 becomes positive and P2 becomes negative, then during second half cycle, B1 becomes negative and B2 becomes positive. Their polarity changes. And this then repeats. Okay. First of all, during first half cycle, if B1 is at positive potential, B2 is at negative potential, it behaves as positive terminal of cell, it behaves as negative terminal of cell. Then during second half cycle, their polarity reverses. And again, during third half cycle, B1 again becomes positive and B2 again becomes negative. Means here EMF is induced between these two slip rings, yes or no? And their polarity continuously changes. Clear about this? Okay, so yes, if polarity continuously changes and then I connect these two slip rings with some external resistance, then yes, current is flowing from this resistor. Now when B1 is positive and B2 is negative, then current is flowing in this direction during first half cycle. If polarity changes during half cycle, then direction of current also reverses. Yes or no? Means there is change in direction of current due to change in direction of EMF. Clear about this? So yes, here see from graph it is clear. This value of EMF is between plus E0 and minus E0. This value of EMF is between plus E0 and minus E0. Then value of current also changes according to EMF. If EMF changes periodically. Therefore, if load is connected between two ends B1 and B2, induced current also changes its direction periodically. Okay, and therefore such current is called alternating current. Okay, and as this device produces alternating current, it is called AC generator. Clear about this? So yes, it is graph of induced EMF. From this we can also draw graph of induced current, that is alternating current. It means it changes its direction. During first half cycle if it is positive, then during next half cycle it is negative, then again positive, negative. And due to change in current, what is reason? Because these two ends, these two poles, they change their polarities. Okay, during half cycle if B1 is positive, B2 is negative, then during next half cycle B1 is negative, B2 is positive, and this thing, okay, is repeated. Clear about this? It is all about AC generator. Generator which produces current, but which type of current? That is function of sine. See here, for math students it is easy to understand. EMF is function of sine, and you know what is graph of sine. See, it is similar to graph of sine because EMF is function of sine. Yes or no? So yes, you know sine curve, you know cos curve, they changes their direction. So yes, in this type of generator, EMF induced is called AC voltage. Yes, in next chapter we will write this equation as V is equal to, here it is, V is equal to NAP omega sine theta is equal to V0 sine theta. Then what is V0? It is maximum value of EMF. It is maximum value of EMF. What is E0 here? Yes, E0 is maximum value of EMF. Clear about this? So in next chapter, that is chapter number 7, we will start from this basic. Okay, what is alternating current? Alternating current means due to change in polarity of source. Due to change in polarity of source, direction of current changes continuously. Okay, that's why it is called alternating current. That's why it is called alternating current. Clear about this? Okay, so yes, there is some max part that you have to remember. It is one important topic, it is one important theory. What is AC generator? What you have to do? Write down from board, make notes. If you have any doubt, contact me. Okay, and yes, you have to make notes regularly, watch regular videos, and at last, do like, share, and comment our videos, and yes, especially mine. For today, this is it.